There's a bright side. You're not alone. It stops here. Quite honestly, I don't get why I'm here. I didn't ask for this. Any of this. Yeah, I know. That's what all your patients say. Well, guess what? I've seen just about as many of you as you've seen of me. None of the others have been able to do anything. They didn't help much. But maybe you'll be different. At least that's what they tell me. Can we just get started? My name is Olivia Carson. I'm 16 years old, and yes, I have depression. It all started at the beginning of the 8th grade, when Leela died. My dog. We had Leela since I was 11 months old. She was practically my best friend. Almost immediately after losing her, my Nana died. Another one of my best friends. Life without both of them was unknown for me. That was scary. That's what triggered my depression. At least that's what I'm told. Life for me was at an all-time low. I felt sick, didn't want to go to school. I developed a huge fear for losing people that were close to me. I was quiet, withdrawn. I slept a lot, and I lost weight. Soccer, gymnastics, ringette, none of it excited me anymore. It sucked. I just felt sad all the time. I'm sorry. You think after telling this story over and over again, I'd be used to it. Mom and Dad were worried, as I'm sure any parent would be. So they took me to my doctor, who diagnosed me with situational depression. You know, the kind that's just temporary because you're going through a recent life crisis. She referred me to my first counselor. And I guess that's where it all began. Months went by and nothing changed. So I stopped seeing that counselor and tried another. And another. And another. Yeah, nothing helped. No one understood why, almost a year after my losses, I still felt awful about myself all the time. Finally, on about my 9th visit back to the doctor, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and prescribed my first antidepressant. Clinical depression meant it wasn't temporary anymore. It wasn't just because I lost my dog or my Nana. There was something really wrong with me. 14 years old, clinical depression, taking antidepressants. As if this wasn't already enough, I was about to face another one of the biggest changes of my life. High school. High school is something you're supposed to be excited about. Maybe a little nervous, but excited for the most part. Excitement was a feeling I hadn't felt in a really long time. The thought of high school didn't change that. Kendall Dorson was my best friend. Well, she still is. But she, on the other hand, could not be more eager for our high school adventures. But I mean, that's the way it's always been between us. Opposites. She's blonde, I'm brunette. She's tall, I'm short. She's always happy, and I'm I've known Kendall since I was 3. She's someone who's just never left my side, and I never want her to. I'm never really sad when I'm with her. I guess you could say she makes me happy. You were gonna ask me that, right? I mean, what does make you happy? They all ask that a little later on. Just thought I'd save you your breath. I handled high school just fine. I learned that I love science and I hate the cafeteria. Kendall made some new friends, but she still had time for me. I kind of made new friends, but I don't know. They just don't seem to get me the way Kendall does. They don't really get my depression thing, but I mean, I don't really expect many people to. That basically brings us to where I am now. Not much has changed over the last 2 years. I was in the School Musical. I guess I found it easier to act happy than to be happy. My problems were kind of just washed away when I was in my character. Well, that's what it felt like. That's pretty cool. I would do that again. So I still have Kendall and some other friends. And of course, my parents, who support me in everything. Sort of sounds like a happy ending, right? But it's not. I'm still seeing counselors. I'm still taking antidepressants. And I don't ever feel happy with myself. There's a bright side. Yeah, maybe there is. But I see the dark one. You're not alone. No, I'm not. Well, it sure feels like I am. It stops here. Does it? Because depression is a constant battle that never leaves its patience. I'm so sick of being looked at as the broken girl when all I want is to be fixed. So are you different? Do you honestly think you can help me? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Lights will